Okay, for those of you that are feeling a little bit more adventurous, we're going to do a 4-strand braid with the little bit of dough that I have left. So this means dividing it equally into 4 bits. So at a 450 gram loaf, this is about 110 grams each piece. So I'm going to start by portioning my dough and then evening it out a little bit just so that all of my portions are the same. Okay. Now we're going to roll some snakes. So same thing we did before, sort of pat it flat, tuck and roll with your thumbs. Clean up the seam a little bit because it's important that that seam is nice and sealed. Pop it to the side. Same. Roll it nice and straight. Keep the thickness as even as you can as you're shaping it. You don't want a fat end and a skinny end. Okay, so just a gentle roll there. Give it another quick roll. Pop it to the side. Apparently I'm not very good at rolling short. Okay, one more quick one. There we've got our 4 strands. But what I want to do is I want to make them all about 1.5 the length of your silver scale. So I'm just going to strengthen this one a little bit. A little bit. There we go. So now we're going to lay them out like we did before. Top to bottom. I can see this one's just a little bit short, so I just want to give it a little bit more. And just pile them on and just give it a bit of a pinch just right at the top to hold them. Now to help you, I've made some little numbers here. When you're doing a 4-strand braid, in this particular instance, no matter where you move the strands, they're always going to be numbered like this. So if I move number 4 over number here, this is now number 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter how I move them, the first one on the left is always number 1. Okay? So to do this one, we're going to take number 4 and put it over number 2. So when you do this, you don't want to stretch the dough. You want to just lift it and be as high as you can. Okay? So number 4 goes over number 2. Then we're going to take number 1, which is now this one, and we're going to put it over number 3. I'm going to make a little bit of room. So I'm going to lift it up nice and high and put it over number 3. Now I'm going to take number 2 and I'm going to twist it over number 3. So just a little bit of a twist. Okay? Then you're going to repeat. So number 4 over number 2. And you lift it up nice and high and lay it over top. Then we're going to take number 1 and we're going to put it over number 3. So I'm going to move this one a little bit out of the way. And then I'm going to lift it up nice and high and put it over. And then I'm going to put number 2 over number 3. So I'm just going to give a little bit of a twist. Then we're going to repeat that. So number 4 over number 2, but I'm going to lift it nice and high. Then number 1 over number 3. So lift it nice and high, but don't stretch the dough, just lift it. And then number 2 over number 3. Give a little bit of a twist. Repeat, okay? Number 4 over number 2, lift it nice and high. Number 1 over number 3. And then number 2 over number 3. So give a little twist. Repeat. So number 4 over number 2. Number 1 over number 3. And then 2 over 3. And then I'm just going to fold these over just to finish it off. Now that I have it all, I'm going to pinch all my edges together, just like I did on the top. Move my little numbers out of the way here. And then I want to put it on the tray. So I'm going to just gently pick it up. And you can see here it's sort of a double braid. Okay, it has one on the bottom and one on the top. So you want the one on the bottom to be sitting nice and straight. There we go. So give it enough space from the edge of the pan so that it has room to proof. But remember, we're building these ones widthways. They're not baguettes. So I don't want them to be the length of the pan, I want them to be the width. So we're going to pop those into the proofer. Just tuck that under. And then we'll be back in a minute.